Welcome to Anne's Space. Thanks for joining me. Last time we left Danny showing us where we were going on the map, and also last time I promised you that you'd see me riding camels. Well, it's actually in this video, so stick around and you will see what a wonderful time we had in the Sahara Desert. So here we go, our first Sanjo. There will be lots more. Got about another hour of driving before we can go and ride on camels. So they put a lot of the palm fronds on there to obviously give the dunes something to grow against, which is interesting. So it's another quick stop. Really windy here. I actually must check to see how windy it's going to be in the desert, but it's actually an area for fossils. We've only had a brief stop, but I'll show you the fossil. This was actually a really quick stop. Later on in the video you'll see where we went to another fossil place and what they did with the fossils that were found. You okay with me doing that?
Yes, it's okay.
Thank you.
Action.
8 meters. Yeah.
But I think that's, I assume
Mine's like 2, maybe.
Yeah,
functional, so I can actually work.
I tried it now, but the moment I think I can do it.
Oh, you think you can?
I can do it with my hand.
Wow.
I can't do it with
Ah. There we go.
If I look silly, I'm not buying it.
So Michelle said if she's silly, she's not going to buy it.
Like this all the time with her, like uses her surround.
So you knot it at the back and then undo it. There we go. There we go. So we've worked out that Claudia is the expert at doing the turbans, if you call them that, the scarves.
That's it.
Yeah. She's got it down to a fine art.
Yeah.
Everyone else is scarfed up. So most unusually there's actually water in this river, which is unheard of. So a little bit of rock hopping going on, heading towards the camels. Woohoo! So all the well-behaved camels here. I don't know what camel
each one of you a camel. They know, they will have a look at you and you will sign it. So it's the.
I've got Yufei in front of me. My camel is attached to her. Here we go. Claudia's getting up. Yeah, just the rock. And she's up. Go girl. Okay, we're moving. It's just a gentle rock. Very easy. You see the way they put their knees, the double jointed knees. Look at that on that one. How weird is that? We'll go into a trot and then a canter. Yep, so I'm up on the camel, so there's no way this is going to be a smooth bit of photography. And there's Siri behind me, and the sun, and a guide, and that's Darcy back there as well. So I can't quite see who's behind Darcy. Maybe Angus. Right, there you go. Good fun. And yeah, you'll notice all their turbans and my hat. Yeah, I don't do turbans. Not me.
I wish I could do the same as well. I thought figure it would be a little bit of
You just get used to it. I feel, sometimes I have people's faces in my head about who I'm talking to, and yeah, I just talk. Sometimes, see, I've got the privilege of being able to edit it all out too.
Yeah. It's actually rubbish. I meant to shrug away.
How cool is that look? I love it. So This is the part I like. There's just no one around now. And it's beautiful. Look at that. Yes, so my poor camel just collapsed going up a hill. I was fine, I got off. But it's actually given me the opportunity now, because I'm walking, to do some filming, which makes me really happy. So there they are getting off. We had quite a long ride. It was actually a lot of fun, and I found it quite relaxing, but then walking on the sand was brilliant too. It's the rock and roll. So down they go. And Michelle down.
Wow.
And then you pay. So as mentioned in the video, my camel suddenly decided that he'd had enough going up the hill, and he literally folded his legs and went down. Now he was a young camel, so they took him back again and got him to go in behind one of the older ones, and they were really patient getting him to go back up the same hill again just to make sure and give him confidence. It was wonderful to see. This was really funny watching the guy try and put his scarf/turban back on in the howling gale. So yeah, really funny to watch. And after our ride out into the desert, we all sat on the top of a ridge and just watched the sun go down. It was just lovely watching the dunes change colour. Really, really pretty time of the night. So that was another really good experience, seeing the sunset with all this group. And now I've decided that rather than go on the camel going back, I'm actually going to walk and feel the sand under my feet. So I'll flip you around and show you the others who are riding. There's 4 of us walking and the rest are riding. As you can hear, it was really, really windy out there, but surprisingly no sand flying. So that's the whole lot of them. That's the ones that are riding. And over there is the dune buggies. Oh, there's Tony's camel. There we go. The group. Cracks me up. I would think so, yes. So we're coming into where we're sleeping tonight. Yeah, we're sleeping in the desert. How cool. This looks all very nice. There's even the red carpet. Cups of mint tea. Fire pit, lots of other people, and lots of Intrepid groups here. Baby camels. So this is our bedroom for the night, 4 in a row, very cosy. So it's all very civilised. We've got flush toilets, we've got basins. It's actually really, you can't complain. It's like, to me, it's glamping. For some other people, it's really roughing it. But like, you know, it just depends what you're used to, and I'm used to pretty rough, so yeah, it's good. Oops, there's my legs in the mirror. So we've just had a really nice dinner, and now we've got a bit of local entertainment. So you can see just how many people are staying here, and I thought it was all Intrepid groups, but no, it's actually groups from various Well, yes, it's still dark, and I'm still inside the tents. We all had a really good night. It wasn't too hot, certainly wasn't cold, but yeah, in our line of 4 beds, we slept wonderfully. Now we're going to get out and back on those camels again, so it should be another fun-filled day. So this is very, very cool. It didn't take long at all for it to get light, and we're all heading off, and the sun should be rising somewhere over there, I think. Morning, camels. So yeah, like I said, there's quite a few people, quite a few different groups. This group up here, they have the snowboards. They were coming down the hill yesterday. So yeah, the guys are just chilling out. Yeah, so here I am. Suri's behind me again. It's a little cool. There's just a gentle breeze, not enough for a jacket. So yeah, it's a perfect day to be out riding camels. So we've all been waiting for the sunrise, and I think it's just about to come. Darcy here has been getting some really good shots. I've been looking over his shoulder. So it is rather beautiful. And it's still a beautiful temperature. And the camels and the guides are down there chilling and chatting and looking at their phones. So these guys are constantly chewing. They're obviously chewing their cud. We've seen the sunrise, and now we're going to go for a ride back to the hotel and hopefully have some good breakfast. Hey buddy. Yeah, you're beautiful.
Yep.
There we go, Danny's riding. It's the first time he's ridden, but he hasn't got all his scarf on his head. Hey, it's interesting watching them go down the hill actually. Camels have really got to be careful. Oh, hang on in there, Susan. Well, I have to say that I really enjoyed the time in the Sahara Desert riding the camels and walking through the sand and camping. Well, like I mentioned, I didn't expect it to be such a big group camping. It actually was okay. We didn't mingle with others, but that was fine. We had our own group and everyone was happy. Then after breakfast at the hotel where we'd left our gear, it was back in the van and more sightseeing. So we're looking at a fossil place now. So what they do is they go out and they excavate, and then they actually slice the rock, which is not something I've ever seen before. Very interesting.
Yeah, we can see the fossil very clean. It's, for example, to cut the rock like this, it takes 3 days to cut the rock like this. It's hard. Diamond mission with the water, and then we slice them. There's 2 different fossils in the rock. We have first, for example, called goniatitis like snail. Here we can see them in the picture. Then the second called orthoceras. This is, it's like calamari or squid.
And these ones here were like jellyfish with the tentacles coming down.
Okay, we have minerals called gypsum. Yeah, gypsum, it's not a fossil, just minerals. We bring them from the mountain atlas, not from the deserts. That we have fossil in deserts, and the mineral we have in the mountain atlas.
So here's where they haven't been cut in half, they've actually been chiseled around. So yeah, I like these better rather than the destruction, but they're selling them all as artwork. It's a bit interesting. So we've left the Sahara, we've been driving for a couple of hours now, just stopped for a coffee, which was very nice. And yeah, the scenery is very different from yesterday, very flat, just a few little mountains and hills, random buildings.
another quick stop. We've, I can't remember what the place name of where we're at. I don't think I'll even remember to put it in. But here we're going to do a bit of a walk around, and we're going to go for a museum, and we're going to have some lunch. But these buildings there again are just that little bit different. The architecture in each area just varies, just a smidge sometimes, but it's interesting.
Which means a fortress or fortified village. Dates back to the 17th century.
So this area is called Sahara and 17th century. So there we've again got the mud and then the straw mixture goes over the top, almost like rendering it.
Yeah. Doesn't need to go outside under the sun. All the alleyways are inside, and there is houses above. Okay. Then the bamboo.
So these supports are actually palm trees. It's just so cool through here. It's like the temperature has dropped 5 degrees. Not that it's particularly hot outside, it's actually perfect climate for travelling here now. They have little street signs. So there's not very many people who actually live in that complex anymore. There used to be a few thousand, but most of them have moved out and they've gone to the other side of the river here. So yeah, I'm really glad we came in and had a look at it, and it looks like we're stopping for lunch here. So while our lunch is being made, we've come into a Berber museum, and yeah, lots of really old, interesting stuff. Not sure how old some of this stuff is, but worth having a look around. It's lovely and cool in here. It is very cool having the museum within this old township because it's just beautifully presented. And I don't know if you can hear it, but there goes the call to prayer. Look at this door and the door handle. So this is literally over the wall from the restaurant that we've just had lunch in at where the museum was, and they were actually working in here before, so it wasn't appropriate to take photos. But look how neat and tidy they've done that, all just with hand tools. And then just like that, an oasis. So the city that we're coming through now is actually Danny's hometown. So it's where he grew up, where he went to school. I can see why he's very proud of his town. Sorry, there's a bit of reflection going on there.
We will see the springs of the river tomorrow morning. So the main economy here is tourism. Agriculture is only what the people knows what the
Had fought in the war.
of the second or the first.
First, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Moroccan fought against in the two world war and also in Vietnam.
And what are these hills or mountains called here? The hills of the mountains. It's not part of the Atlas, is it?
This side is the High Atlas Mountain.
Ah, High Atlas. Okay.
The High Atlas Mountain. Because we crossed the Middle Atlas to the Sahara Desert, and now it's the High Atlas on this side.
Okay.
Okay, so the plants you see, it's palms. It's palms.
So just going over this mountain range after leaving Danny's town, or I guess this is part of it. This is the High Atlas Mountains, and this oasis down here. So it's not only the dates that are growing, but down there in the valley is get out, we all get out with our cameras, and there's always someone wanting to sell something. And Danny took the language, so he doesn't need to buy any. Yeah. So many things to buy. But I mean, that's their industry, that's where they get their money from. So yeah, it's a good thing. And they're made here, which is really nice. Now, this is our home for the next 2 nights. This is at the gorge. And yeah, from the street, this place looked amazing. And it looks like they've had a bit of flooding here. Wow. And look, sensational, right? So I've shown you the outside of this hotel from the gorge, but look at the inside. So Dana and I are on the 3rd floor, but there's more up there. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Oh wow, this looks pretty nice. Oh, very nice. Oh, and the sun's just going down. Yeah, it's a big complex, isn't it? Yeah. So that's our little van over there. So we had to just take a walk through the palm trees, through the oasis. Oh, I wonder if we're dining down there. Yeah, oh, it's just a spot on area. It's really nice. And up another floor. Yeah, this is as high as I can go on this part of the building, but next door in the other part, they can go even higher. And great to see that they're using the solar panels. So it was a beautiful start to the day. Dana and I slept with the windows open and we heard the sound of the birds. It was so nice. And this morning we're going for a walk in the gorge, so that should be really good too. It's a beautiful morning, still a bit cool, but as the sun gets up, it's definitely going to warm up. I better catch up with the others. So we've got a local guide this morning over there. I can't remember his name already. Memory. So here we are learning that the almond has been grafted onto the peach
Sometimes
tree.
you can have 2 fruits. 1 peach, 1 almond. Yeah.
Oh, he went round. He's down there. I'm not really sure. Trying to work out what the birds are. So up here we've got some walnut trees, and there's actually guys who are beating the walnuts out of the trees. I can't see them just at the moment. There's just a few walnuts.
Well, so that's how they are.
Yeah, so they're encased. Okay.
Stick, and he's waiting for us to get.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
There we go. There's the walnut and how it grows.
Yeah, so it was sort of quite pleasant wandering through the garden. Not really the hike that some of us was expecting, but yeah, it was enjoyable, and we saw how they grew their crops. So yeah, that was pretty good.
So coming through the village, you'll notice that we've got electricity here. So it's fairly recent, probably the 60s. Before that, they would have had generator and controlled when the lights went on and off and things like that. So here they are drying their alfalfa, and then they'll feed it to the animals in the winter. We're still carrying on this little nature walk. It's all really good. Seeing lots of people working, and we just saw the ladies doing the washing in the river. There was another lady with donkeys. She was feeding and tending. So yeah, lots happening in this community, that's for sure. Okay, so there's another walnut collector up there. Don't know if I'm in the right place. Up there, and then a big blanket down here. And Danny just told us to put our hands on our heads.
That wasn't quite the hike that some of us were expecting, but it was pretty good all the same, and we got to see how the locals grew their food. And then we popped out the other end at the gorge.
So we've actually come right into the Rock Gorge now, very crowded with tourists and travellers, but the temperature's dropped. It's beautiful. I'm just squatted down at the moment because we've come right down by the river here, and I've dug a little hole and you can see it bubbling up. So hopefully if I flick you around you can actually see it too. You can see it bubbling up there. How cool. After appreciating the gorge and looking at the way the light came through, it was time to go to a carpet place where they made Berber carpet. So we learned about how the carpets were made, and then we looked at some of their samples.
Have you never heard that in Tassie? Victoria, they do the penguin.
Oh, for the
jump.
penguins to wear. Oh, cool. Yeah.
I think it's waiting for us to show.
So you explained about carpet to soften the wall.
Now it's ready for to make spinning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not possible to make company. This company here.
So
I have like
caravan
this
carpet
kind of wool
because
here.
they
This
take
is
it when
lamb.
they travel.
This is lamb wool, but this is a sheep, and this is a camel.
This one's camel.
Yeah, this is a camel.
So the main part is camel.
We design for Stars of Solomon. Stars of Solomon. Parachute. The other is for free, no problem. This kind of design here, that it means a tiger eyes for protection.
Such beautiful colours.
Nice color, huh? Live color.
Yeah.
Because it's natural. To have one carpet like that at your home, it's like you are in the garden. You smell only best things. Not like you have a chemical color in your house. You are all the time headache and ill and ice. I have like that one also.
White.
It's also makes by white color. Lamb. It's from a lamb wool. This kind of the carpet is like carpet gives for the wedding for the girl. That's why then it's mixed by white color, because the white for Berber people it means paradise color. And the red it means love color. Love color. Like that one here is designed for hand of Fatima for protection. Hand of Fatima.
So this is for my granddaughter because she's called Indigo. No flies on Indigo, right? I'll have to tell her that.
It's beautiful.
So Sheila bought a carpet or a rug, which I forgot to take a photo of, but this is the pile of all the different rugs, from thousands of dollars down to, I think the cheapest was about $80 US. Good morning. I'm saying goodbye to this beautiful gorge. We've had a nice couple of days here, enjoyed these rocky cliffs that you can see behind me, and we're going to carry on heading west. So we'll see what today brings. Unfortunately, a couple of different people have got sick. So yeah, you just got to be so careful in these countries. It's the water, it's the food, and yeah, you do what you can, but it's just luck or bad luck. So yeah, anyway, heading down to the van, and I'm sure it's going to be another great day. Beautiful temperature too, by the way. So I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed travelling in those places in Morocco. But our Intrepid trip is not over yet. There's more to come. So do come back next time. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and bye for now.